This will be part 1 to personal quotations. And it comes from a little thing that I had put together many years ago, over a period of time, called Limited Observations at one time. It was called Beyond Light into Depth. Anyway, I'm going to read these little personal quotations that I have written down over the years. And this is part 1. Whatever works best works. Eye of the DNA strand, human origin, infinite universe. With every answer there is a question. With every question there is a problem. Light touches everything. Energy is everything. All relative depends on whose perspective. Variables constantly change. Intelligence. Observe little, conclude much. Animal instinct. Barbaric, theocratic. Man, law. Perfection. Absolute, intense, deep space. Law. Black and white. Facts. Gray and colored. Without a signature, there is no law. Primordial unity existed before the words to describe it. Law is useless without action. To accept nothing exists is admitting something exists. Everything existed at one time, only in different form. Every decision deserves a response. Can you create nothing? Questions, 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 with too few answers. Life. Endless cycle of pleasure and pain, dependent upon degree. Logic and reasoning does not depend on geographic location. More basic, the better. Something always existed. Meaning of life. Survival. Right and wrong depends on where and when. Pleasure, pain, make the best of life. Before one enters the deep ground, dead, cold, eaten by insects. What is a table without legs? An impossible possibility. The beginning of the universe. As is, zero, nothing, point. Conceptually impossible physically. Time is constant. Birth to death. Simple. Birth, live, death. Truth, from whose perspective? For every for is an against. Read history, notice patterns, draw conclusions. To define is to confine. We live our lives in a continuum. a chain of chances, choices. Birth to death, process/change, no absolute variables. An apple is only red outside its shadow. Life, ideas, history, perception, possibilities, and a given probability. What was the cause of the first cause? There is no point to the universe. Relative. Order controls chaos. Pleasure dominates pain. There is no truth, only reason. What should be is not always what will be. What is the truth? What is the solution? Birth, chemistry, life. Earth, land, universe, space. Man, persons, kings, gods. Perfection, God. Conflict, war. Serenity, peace. Dimensions. Nothing. Eternity. Nowhere. Timeless. Is. Absolute. Exist. Live. Die. Exist. Survive. Live well. Ultimate. A thought changes an action. To be or not to be, this is the question. To know or not to know, this is the answer. Reason begets truth. Absolute. Everything is diverse. What is an it? An it is a dot. A dot is a point, a beginning, an end, in between a process. Is there something known as nothing? Simpler, truer. Time is the measurement of space. Every truth tells its own lie. Chemistry predates biology. To know one will not know is to know. Never create to destroy. Hollywood, entertain and enlighten. A lonely original. A tree. A writer destroys to create. Pray to God. Why? Did not God create the issue beforehand? Consumers and creators. Consumers consume what creator creates. Music, a wave. Packaged news. Howard Stern, God of jock and cock. Futuristic house, wireless, glass, steel. Woody Allen, king of Les Splice. American Idol, American Idiot. Artist, pleasure of misery. Science fiction, art in excess. Glass, urine, Christ, sacrilegious believer, blind poet, icon Sinatra, prediction, Truman Show 100 years banned, pragmatic or poetic, David Byrne, concept showman, music is the key to life. If waiting for Godot concerns nothing, why then so many books explaining the play? World by the letter. Writer, less words, more meaning. Poetic form, time and effort to create nothing. Playwright, mentally blocked is played out. Marilyn Manson, Beauty and Beast. Hate life, love art. Jackson Pollock, tragic comedian. Photography, light and speed. Sacred, painter, writer, sculptor. First idea, first brush stroke, first word, first hammer. Art, art of deletion. The breeze of a tree is reason to be free. Blues music should make one forget the blues. Life is a series of moments. Only once or twice in life, one is truly inspired to create uncommon beauty. No sound. Watch TV. All humans are artists. Humans choose styles. Carve a way of life. Life is a tapestry. Stitch. Illusion. Glass cube against a clear blue sky. Poetic goddess, Joni Mitchell. Lenny Bruce, comedic political activist. Genius is without explanation. Playwright, listen to the page. Groupie TV sitcom, celebrity whores. Rock and roll, bottles up, tops down. Art is life. Roman Polanski. Earn to own. In King James VI we trust. Is it worth it? Fraud. United States currency. Excuse me. Poor blacks. Jesse Jackson should lend his $100 handkerchief to dry their eyes. Too young to work too hard. Queen of England has more jewels in her crown to feed all the poor of the United Nations. Work to get to work. Globalists. Very rich, very poor, no middle class. Banks prefer people in debt. Conserve energy. Casinos, less bulbs. Purchase a broom. Help the homeless. Comfort zone. Power and money. Rich make so much money they can't spend it fast enough. Poor make so little money they can't spend it slow enough. Haiti, save the donation, buy a steak. United States Supreme Court, finance campaign law. China via corporate directorships, lobby United States Congress. Eternal Revenue Service. We want hard-earned fucking Cash Act of 2012. Perfect couple. Doctor, husband, lawyer, wife. Envy makes one poor. Greed makes one rich. Prefer connections over money, for anyone can make money. Boycotts, supply and demand, unions. Balanced greed. Affordable college education expands the middle class. Health care. Compassionate one at what cost? Greed creates fraud. Capitalism. Poor, middle, upper class. Socialism. Poor takes from upper class, gradually eliminates the middle class. Communism. Classless. State capitalism. Corporate government. Financial Reform Act of 2009-2010. Government via an interconnectedness with foreign governments indirectly will place all businesses and banks out of business via receivership until only the elite few who still own businesses and banks are in absolute control of the people's dreams and their lives. Cyclical debt. Common man take risks every day, 1 or 2 paychecks away from losing it all. Best way to discharge government debt? Die. Trusting tax money to the government is like trusting a child to Charles Manson. Only thing the government does best, collect taxes. Dollar General or generally a dollar. Debt or death. Separation between rich and poor. Things. Federal income tax. Membership fee to finance. National Security Act. Federal Bureau of Investigations. Central Intelligence Agency. North Atlantic Treaty Organization. World Trade Organization. United Nations. Lobbyists. Legal loan sharks. To be rich and to be in love. 'Tis is the life. More expensive the wedding, more nastier the divorce. Inequality. Common people. Poor economics. Politicians invest in housing, oil, food, transportation. Employer expectation. On time, competence. Interstate Commerce Clause prohibits secession. Employer command. Don't think, do. Employer-employee. If one should give 2 weeks' notice to quit, the other should give 2 weeks' notice to fire. Chapter 7 and 13. To begin again, one must have money to prove one is broke. A wife is the employer. To some, slow, free healthcare is better than no healthcare at all. New York City, dirt poor, filthy rich. Capitalism, mom and pop shop. Insurance salesman, a future yet to exist or may never exist. Wages low, consumer prices high, or economic starvation as deprivation, as strangulation. Is a union whole built with union hands? Trillionaire family name exists only as a logo. Housing market collapse turned Wall Street into an international forum for foreign investment. Oil prices contrived, controlled. Elite, no hunger pain. Elite, utmost pleasure. Hired, no work. Scheduled, work. America, perpetual war is perpetual debt. Mathematics, first and last language. Elite, own property, natural resources, land, banking system, United Nations, nuclear war. Control money, control culture. Debt is modern day slavery. Just a piece of paper money, still hard damn work. Print money, print debt. Younger generation, work ethic, competitive greed. Why isn't medical insurance mandatory under core insurance? Elite own gold, diamond, silver, water, carbon, oil, you. Elite control energy, transportation, media. Israel. American. American diet, sugar, wheat, corn. Sex and money. Women overpower men. Anyone can have money. Everyone cannot have power. Less tax equals less government. More time equals more empowerment. Those who do less earn more. Those who do more earn less. Ultimate control delusion throughout the ages. Capitalism, power, elite few, money, exploited mass. United States of consumers. America at its finest. Fast food restaurants. Minimum wage just to show up. Those who own more in times of crisis should receive least. Never how much one eats, rather how well one shoes. Employee Appreciation Award, 1 paid month off. Tips, a smile won't pay the bills. Americans rather be taxed to fund war and kill than be taxed to fund health care to keep Americans healthy and alive. Remedy. Federal Reserve and 16th United States Amendment. 190 million Americans do not file on April 15th and reapplies for current and future jobs as exempt. Will force the United States government against its own people. A full revolution without bloodshed. Communication and compromise equals negotiation. No money to charities. Money in beggars' hands. Fair business solution. 24/7, $10 per hour, 36 hours per week, 12-hour consecutive shifts, 12 noon to 12 midnight, 12 midnight to 12 noon, 3 days on, 4 days off. Bill Clinton, Oral Office, $40 million smear job. Union activity requires a hook. Work is constant. Hyperlinks equals ads. Credit creates the illusion of wealth. Currency, Rothschild genius. America, bought and paid for. Win some, lose much. Liberty in America, pay bills on time. Health care, public option, poor or dead. 2009 health care bill, another way to tax out the middle class. Federal income tax, who benefits? Robotics, someday will repair robotics. Laborers. Forbes list, Rockefeller, Rothschild, Warburg, Morgan, where? Solution, Occupy Wall Street. Those making above $15 million must give any penny above to a collective pot, divided evenly amongst everyone. Transnational elite, world social control, world debt. Border is as old as time. The elite will trade amongst themselves. The elite do not need us. Jew, a people, nationality, race, blood, law. Rather believe in Santa than God. Santa delivers on time. Must we call the unknown God? To most, to deny God is to commit moral suicide. God commanded the Jews to kill the Canaanites. Allah commanded the Muslims to kill the Americans. Religion, faith, trust, suggestion, persuasion controls thought and action on a massive scale. Religion, a tool to control many via one. If God knows what was, is, and will be, how can we be judged if we've been judged? God, ultra superego. Islam, conversion, taxation, or death. Romans, Vaticans, Italians, and Hebrews, Israel, Jews, killed, crucified Jesus Christ via reverence or denouncement, profited from Jesus Christ's death. If God knows what was, is, and will be, what good is it to repent when God knows your sin before you commit it? Jews, Hebrews, the chosen. Burden, no blessing. Only time a person can talk out loud, appears sane, praying to God. Is God ever responsible? Churches take money with no questions asked. Churchgoers ask for money, all questions asked. Merry Christus. Muslims, Jews, hate to love each other. Jews, bloodline, Zionist, nationality. Insurrection, buckets of pig blood dropped into Mecca. Religion, security blanket. In God we trust. Do atheists shred every $1 bill? If God created man, man created robot, will robot create perfection? Islam is a religion of peace there and a peace here. Who is God's only daughter? God of Judaism is BC. Allah of Islam is AD. Lost good skin for the Hebraic covenant. Logic. If God created man, man created an oil spill. God is responsible. Angry spouse, wife of God. Mosque in New York City, Ground Zero. Name 6 million Muslims out of 6 billion on earth. Who spoke up against the World Trade Center? Catastrophe. Penalty. Build a synagogue beside the mosque. Outrage. Islam. Tip of a sword. Kosher ham is like Christian Jew. Religious attitude. Islam, off with the head. Christianity, go to hell. Judaism, who gives a shit? Middle East, Sunni, Shia, Sufi dislike one another. Israel, Sunni, Shia, Sufi like each other. Israel Jewish homeland, deep in every Jew, one belongs. Israeli Arabs, political religious rights. A Jew in Gaza, death. Peaceful Muslims protesting violence. Where? Chicken or the egg? Egg. An egg is similar to the most basic cell structure. Tree of knowledge of good and bad. Morality is not black and white. Morality from whose perspective? If God is absolute and the Bible is truth, yet morality changes, proves God is false. 40 years in the desert, stubborn Jew. Constantine reinvented Christ. Muslim-Christian debate. Who converts who first? Woman is the wrath of God. If prayer was relied upon, we'd still be without a spark, flameless. God created God. Who created the God that created God? Religion. So busy living for the next life, this life is left unfulfilled. If God wrote a book, the pages would be blank. To reason with a religious person is to argue with a schizophrenic. God. If God is something, then God exists. If God exists, God abides by space, time, energy, and mass. Therefore, God is not infinite. Zionist and Jew. One can take the Zionist out of the Jew. One cannot take the Jew out of the Jew. Faith, a mute issue. To know no God is to believe no God. Unkosher, atheist Jew. If there's only one God, why all the opinions? God met himself. Woman liberation. Is God male? Islam. Limited choice. Jesus. The son of an idea. Why does God need so many spokespersons? Atheism. Reason over faith. Atheists accept the unknown as is unknown. You slam, I slam, we all slam Islam. Repeat 10 times in 10 seconds. Winner, a machete. Did God create God? Billy Graham's proof is in his wallet. Sin or son? An atheist who makes a big thing over religion is an atheist who makes something out of nothing. If God is everything, middle finger. Islam, taxation, submission, sword. No compulsion in religion. All religions have their tales to tell. Freedom to America is security to Islam. Sacred, United States Declaration of Independence. Sacred, Mecca, Mosque, Islam, Muhammad, Allah. All relative. Jew and Italian. Flight and fight. Question. If Jews run the world, does this mean when the Goy is having a good day, the Jews should be thanked? Man created God to control man. Never reason with faith. God's poor choices. Take the good, leave the bad. Kids look up, adults look down. Parent is God. So anyway, that's that. That's part one. I just wanted to make a point, and that is the way it's written, especially on paper. I try to make it so it's not only philosophical and very basic in form and content, but it's also somewhat poetic. And I'm not a poet, but I try to write some, especially some of those lines are written sort of in poetic form. And so hopefully, you try to understand the style of that particular writing. It's very concise, very broad, focused. I try to narrow everything down to its most basic form, basic content, basic context, and that was the whole entire point of the little thing I put together. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day. So this is part 2 to personal quotations. I'll just continue to read on. Government from the bottom up, not from the top down. Most Americans confuse critique government policy as opposed to upholding the United States Constitution. Different methods, singular objective, world government. Own and operate an international banking system, an international television network, an international foundation constitutes power, money, influence, control. Lethal dose. Arrogance of the American government. Ignorance of the American people. The two levels of consciousness in government. What we tell the public to think, believe. What we truly know as the truth, facts. New World Order, global conquest. Fascism follows Marxism. Obama can lead a community but failed to lead a nation. Newspapers equal money. Politicians equal win seats. Americans equal exploited. Small world at the top. Power and control and greed equal tyranny. Campaigning equals idealism. In office equals realism. Republic principles or party affiliations. Who creates the problem, opposes the problem, resolves the problem, benefits. New World Order. Consolidating all governmental agencies in each country under a few umbrellas or agencies, so in time all the few agencies of each country will merge much easier into one agency governed by the elitist United Nations to control every facet of each human's existence. Art of the deal. 30,000 troops into Afghanistan. Obama gets health care passed. Where was the parade to welcome all those Americans back from Iraq? If New World Order conspiracy does not exist, why did all the global major economies fall into recession in 2008, 2009 at the same time? Mexicans should protest their own government for a better living standard. In politics, there is no truth, only perspective. Politicians, lobbyists, voters. Obama, great rhetorical speaker. So was Hitler, Stalin, Mussolini, Castro. United Nations, Central Intelligence Agency, Federal Reserve Board, downfall of America. Government, don't whip your kids. Just send them off to war. United States Congress. How many in Congress would remain to represent the people if each had a salary of $35,000 per year? No health care, no expense account, no retirement plan, no office, no fringe benefits like the average American. Who would remain for noble causes? State of the Union, coup d'etat. Conspiracy theory. Do you believe everything the government tells you? American is liberty, is American. 300 million Americans not voting would send a clearer message. United States 16th Amendment, United States Code Title 26, is the only amendment that has its own governmental agency, Internal Revenue Service, and its own United States Code title. All the other United States amendments do not. Elite families, corporations, governments, peoples. Uncovering Truth, Warren Commission. No 9/11 Commission. No next. 9/11 military operation. United States government, loyalty first, world government, next, themselves, last, American Republic. Elite few, centralized masses, disorganized. America is a capitalist nation with socialist programs in a democratic republic. War. Every side believes they're right. Occupy Wall Street, in a park or on a bridge. Better to occupy Walmart and others at their doorstep. United Nations, members, states, countries, objective, world control. United States government permits, condones Libya rebels to overthrow their own government, yet Americans are unable to start a revolution. New World Order poster boys, Bill Gates, Bono. 250 million Americans united under one cause: no taxes / dues to the United Nations. Government is busy studying Americans while Americans are busy living. Treaty is the loophole in United States law. New World Order. No one person is in charge. Membership, nameless, faceless. All members have philosophy, science, political theory in common. News manipulates opinion. Ultimate government propaganda tool. United States government. Do not call list. Intended purpose. Outsourcing. War. Kill in the neighborhood. Unethical. Kill in another country. Ethical. United States government rebuilds Iraq. United States government destroys New Orleans. Oppression creates revolution. Oligarchy/state capitalism created League of Nations, United Nations. Fascism/state capitalism in America. Central Intelligence Agency creates instability around the world. Multinational corporations profit from it under the pretext of democratic principles. United Nations Security Council vote, all or none. Conflict to the people or to the crown. Before any war, prearranged agreements, deals, contracts, treaties between leaders, nations, are spread out in such a way, interconnected by a small minority, in order to begin anew. Power is regained in a heightened manner until all the agreements, deals, contracts, treaties are void. New, arranged, and manageable concepts for the way the people will live develops. If Iraq is a great war, why aren't George W. Bush's daughters fighting in it? Central Intelligence Agency. Operation this for that. Pentagon scenario. Global war on dissidents. Rockefellers, a swanky communist family throughout the decades, encouraged the process of communism. China continues its process. No one knows who killed John Fitzgerald Kennedy, not taught in school. No one knows who killed John Fitzgerald Kennedy. No one is supposed to. 9/11? Election rigged? Next. 1979 America or 1779 America or 1789 America. America, a republic with democratic principles by the people. Now, a democracy with communist/state capitalist principles by the oligarchy. United Slaves of America, United Shits of America, United Suckers of America, United Dollar Signs of America, United of America, you fill in the blank. New World Order, understand the illusion, get the picture. Constant in politics, corruption. World at war. Islam wants total submission. New World Order wants total submission. A long war, thousands dead. A winner? 16th United States Amendment. The process of eroding our pursuit of happiness. USA Patriot Act. The process of eroding our liberty. In time, no American. Islam. United Nations. Two dynamics opposing each other. Diplomacy, overwhelming intensity, war, global conquest. State crown, intelligence, war, commerce, class. Law is power. Articles of Confederation, Republic. United States Constitution, democracy. America. Articles of Confederation won the battle. Britain. United States Constitution won the war. United States government. Power, money, and the abuse thereof. United States House of Representatives, British House of Commons. United States Senate, British House of Lords. Global war on communism, global war on terrorists. Next, global war on Americans. CAFTA, NAFTA, SHAFTAs. No funds, no war. United States Constitution. The Second United States Amendment protects First and Fourth United States Amendments. We only see what they want us to see. We only hear what they want us to hear. We don't only touch what they want us to touch. We only smell what they want us to smell. We only taste what they want us to taste. Your mind is slowly, deceptively turning into accepting the entire point of the New World Order or world government. A world without boundaries, nations without sovereignty, people without ownership. You are servants to the New World Order. Food and Drug Administration, United States Department of Education, agenda and red tape. Britain, strong arm of the League of Nations. America, strong arm of the United Nations. War, chaos, law, order. The human experience, justice and greed determine the two. Protest permit? Protest the need for a protest permit. Richard Nixon was a crook. Ronald Reagan was a crook. Bill Clinton is a crook. George W. Bush is a crook. Barack Hussein Obama is a crook. Re-elected by the American public. All parties guilty. Barack Obama. Kanye, not Kenya. Obama bin Laden. Great American Experiment. Fizz. Israel, two-state solution. One takes the land, other takes the sea. If overnight Barack Obama contracts a skin disorder, no black vote. World government, less national borders, controlled masses. Corrupt politics, no process. Government, fear, ignorance, control. Class is kings, is serfdom, is elite. 2008 presidential election. Age, gender, race. Congressional compromise. No Vietnam War. Yes, War Powers Act. DTV, Federal Communications Commission, requires frequencies to spy more, to war more, to control more. Elite, pyramid, hierarchy, rank, military, order. Consent, conquest. Right, might. George W. Bush and Osama bin Laden, common enemy, Saddam Hussein. American debt, America owned by foreigners. Government, its laws protect itself against itself. Global warming, universal tax. Global warming, global charming. American freedom, due process of law. American dissenters, mental anguish, emotional distress, physical discomfort. Fascism, business and politics rule society. Logo, McPalin. United States government is not for the American people, only for the global elite and itself. More taxes, less representation. Israel engages in too many nice wars for its own good. Weapon rights in Gaza. Everyone owns a rock. Power is action. Send your District of Columbia representative a bullet. Explanation attached. Use it or lose it. Obama. Black to get in, white to stay in. United States President, commander and thief. America, slave to Britain. IMF, International Monetary Fund. IMF, international motherfuckers, aka loan sharks. Possibility. Conspiracy theorists were created by the New World Order, yet the New World Order carefully crafts it, so there is no solution to end the New World Order. United States presidential candidates run to win the best spokesperson for the New World Order. United States government officials. United Nations government spokespersons. Various methods, same objective, world government. Politics soil, America the Beautiful. War rearranges geopolitics. Farce, United Nations. War, kill, killed. United Nations. Self-centered, arrogant, vicious. Yesterday, communists. Today, terrorists. Tomorrow, dissidents. FEMA, Federal Emergency Mismanagement Agency. Scripted politics. Best thing a politician can do? Leave office. A bullet fired, full-scale war. Control, one currency, one leadership, one world. Law aside, politics is the real screw. Oppression breeds an uprising. Without enforcement, meaningless words. Statue of Liberty, whore of America. Government must have a debt in order to control the economy or currency, thereby continuously subjecting the people to the will of the government. Power is force. If the government was like a business, it would be out of business. United Nations, oath, abide or die. United Nations creed, poor or dead. New World Order, intellectual elite. European Union, North African Union, Pacific Asian Union, North-South American Union, Indo-Middle East Union. One union under control of the elite few. Yet, no trade, workers' union. United States Armed Forces motto, dying to get an education. Blacks. If Obama does good, you thank the black man. If Obama does bad, you blame the white man. American, middle class, boycotts, supply and demand, union negotiations. Same methods, same pattern. RFID, numbered, identified, cataloged, tracked, controlled. Elite European Union, North American Union, lower class trade union. Future, global education, programmed, no protest. No law, only discretion. Emergency, America died on 9/11. 9/11, hysteria, shock, pushover. Elite, look to and plan for the future. Commoners, look at and wonder about the past. Via Google, MySpace, YouTube, Reverb Nation, corporations, governments infiltrate the internet and your lives. 1964 to 1974. Decade of love, hate, protest, decadence, assassination. Elite, life, experiment, you. Elite is only as powerful as those who have not. Elite, most richest, most educated, most connected, most legal, most secretive. Eye on the royal bloodline. Elite, master, masses, slave, at night, dreams for escape. No borders, no countries, no languages, no cultures, in time, no people. Only an elite few. Military field strategy. Set and attack. New World Order. Conform. Insanity. Death. (2012) icons. Obama half, Kane full shit. And that's, I'm going to do a little more and then I'm going to stop. If you don't control your life, someone else will. Life, sanity, health, contentment. Communication and compromise are keys to a successful relationship. In love, all reason intact, some reason intact, no reason intact. Natural. Every child has anger. Some yell, some kick, some throw rocks, some shoot guns. Chance and choice govern reality. Fear and want shape human psychology. To accept its outcome is to understand the problem. Suicide is a process of crying out for help. Self-centered, alone, unloved, angry, no communication or compromise. Difference. A man gets it up and on faster than a woman. Think whatever you like. Don't act on everything you think. Everyone has an opinion, a position. Sensory perception, impression, brain cells, thinking, symbol, language. Choice determines action. Most humans think before they act. Most animals act before they think. Evolution. Human babies begin on all fours, in time upright. Animals remain on all fours. If not in love, love stinks. Live long, die young at heart. Insanity. Constant troubled thoughts. Unity. Individual empowerment, family, community. Doctors. Papa cure. Marriage. At first, a man gets more whore than woman. As time goes by, a man gets more mother than whore. If two people are in love, love shouldn't be so hard. Parenthood. Understanding, patience, wisdom, promotes individual choice. Age is a mindset. A follower is never lost unless the leader is. A wife is too many. We're all equal in our dreams at night. Kids, born perfect, innocent, mental, emotional, physical, until adults fuck them up. Mentally retarded, slower than average. So, old or older. Excessive escapes, paranormal, alcohol, drugs, sports, shopping, sleeping, religion. Expensive psychiatric fees. Is life so valuable? What a crazy notion. Incest. If incest is abnormal or creates birth defects, and in the beginning of mankind, incest had to have happened to produce more offspring than all humans are abnormal. Absolute liberty is an illusion, for at birth one is tied to the umbilical cord. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Best spouse. A faithful, smutty whore wife and a mother who pampers. Love is stronger than money. I'm just gonna end it on there. I have a few more to do, and that will be part 3 of my personal quotations that I've wrote down over the years, and I will do one more video, and that should be enough for that'll be the end of the limited observations book that I had written, never published, by the way. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Okay, for part 3, I'm going to finish this now for personal quotations. Difference between unmarried and married couples: higher tones. Man in search of man will find nothing and no one else except himself. Talk to oneself is one thing. Argue with oneself is another. Thin line between gay and style. 1001 ways to use the word fuck. Hallmark. Hallmark gay cards. Someday someone will speak of another in past tense. Eyes know. Some guys will kill for a beautiful girl. Those with ugly girls will commit suicide. Some people are never satisfied until one is dead in the ground. Can't wait to go senile. At least it gives one a reason to be weird. Life is not worth dying over. With every want, a fear of loss, fear and loss are at a constant battle. When in doubt, don't. Doctors hold all the answers, no cures. Those who do, do. Those who talk, bullshit. Easier to love if in love. Dying is a process. Death is its result. Reality, social ego. There is a difference between being smart and being a smart ass. Knowledge, action, wisdom. Stress, unresolved conflict. It's one of the dogs are going to bark. Mailman's here. This sometimes happens during my videos, so it's just something I'm not going to pause the video anyway. And by the way, I never do any editing on my video. Either, you get the real deal or you don't. A lot of channels do a lot of editing. I don't do any of that. Anyway, death. Nice long sleep without gain or pain. Easiest thing to do is to kid yourself. Fear and want. Constant conflict. A woman well fucked is a woman fully recharged. Morning, drink alcohol. Afternoon, eat. Night, sleep. Could you please sit down so I don't have to hear from you? A woman raped equals sympathy. A man raped equals shame. No one is selfless. Fear, death. Old, body aches. Intense sexual orgasm, insane. Experience death once. Sex offenders, control it or it controls you. Two halves, 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 testicles, 2 ovary sacs, 2 feet, 2 lips, rich poor, weak strong, birth death, live. Psychiatric cure, pop a pill. Die, we know. How, we don't. Suicide cheats out the natural process. Crazy equals uncontrollable. Someday, no dreams, only nightmares. Human guarantee, conflict. Can you, can do. Relative, women are sluts, men are pricks. Sanity, talking to animals and plants. Behind every mask is a face. Behind every face is a heart. In every heart is a home. In every home lies who you are. Keep your ego in your britches. Blacks see so much color, they're blind. Can't break what's broke. Death is part of life. A phrase can incite if you let it. Fuck off. Man's jealousy. My cock belongs in you. Gays. Do fall in love. Only difference, sexual performance. In strength, one overcomes weakness. You begin as nothing. You live as something. You end as nothing. Upon death, you live on only as a memory. Self-birthday present. Thank goodness I'm still alive. Americans obese, less sex. Drug addict, cannot handle problems. Wife, the hottest babe on the circuit, or the greatest pain in the ass. Fear, Horrific, prolonged death. We do not know everything. In time, we may know some things. Old age, dream and remember. After death, one is all but a memory. Hardest part is dying, not living. A mother must be wise. Our senses, our perception, our reality. I could, but do I? Hope, peace is the last image at death. Fear of flying in aircraft. If there is a problem, one can't pull over. More, less regret, the better. One lie is too many. Death shrugs with no remorse. Dreams/dreaming, insanity. Some wake up, others do not. Can't break broke. Food, flour, salt, sugar. Woman, soft on the outside, hard in the inside. Why live? You have TV. Health care or death care. As long as she wakes up in a dress shirt, she can cook whatever she fucking wants. I forgot, therefore I'm not. A lie is only as convenient as its worth. Death will swallow you whole. Women are like cats, men are like dogs. Life, a series of moments. Can't reason with hate. A woman is smarter than a man. The man aware of this is smarter than a woman. Life, understanding, acceptance, communication, compromise, choices, chances, for, against, survival, live, balance. Pornography, fuck and get off. 9 out of 10 times a woman is right. The one time a woman is wrong, a mistake. The more makeup a woman puts on, the more a put-on she is. Ladies, wear. Life, pleasure, pain, survival, birth, life, cycle. Marriage is best as an idea. After the wedding, downhill. Nothing beats a sluttish wife who remains faithful to her husband. Born of a warm womb into a cold world. Pregnancy. Should have kept legs closed, her fault, except in rape. All humans have the potential to be rapists, murderers, robbers. Some humans let down their defenses or act upon their impulses. Gay. Who cares who sticks what where? Live like a human or be caged like an animal. Men flirt, women lure. After 50, celebrate Death Day. Purpose in life. No predestination, only to exist and to live. Women are like wild beasts. Sometimes women need taming. Discipline. In a sharp tone pitch of the human voice, an animal knows it is doing wrong. Kids are the same. First divorce is a mistake. Second divorce is a problem. Marriage or living together in court, all the same. Equality, choice, and opportunity. Watch, think, act. Man thrives on man. American culture, fat, impotent, less romance sex. Women perfect men. At birth, bisexual. In life, choice. Female, male. Wife, husband. Mother, whore. Protect, romantic. Is the perfect couple. Well, that's a few pages. Butt out butts. Human bone, rock formation. Human blood, ocean waters. We all have shit in our lives. It depends on how deep it is. Tired of doing nothing. Ignorant instigator. Each news channel airs the same story. Each news channel applies its own spin. America, freely ignorant, profiting from crisis. Media distorts facts. Chess, grace, ease, strategy, confidence, loyalty, wisdom. Bell person, grace and speed. Why are humans on Earth? To survive. Television and the big screen trivialize American values. No link, only a brilliant monkey. Make life for the better, not just for an elite few. British equals realists. French equals romantics. Americans equals idealists. Change is good as long as it's for the better, not for the better of a few. I want my freedom free. Teenagers. Dumb, damn decisions. Fish keeper. Routine observation. Doctors happy, bill paid. Unhappy, bills unpaid. Obama is not half white. Obama is full schmuck. Palestinian Arab. To throw a rock at a tank is like kicking a police officer in the crotch. Irony. Healthcare is dead on arrival. Yo mama, Obama. Oh bummer. It's a give a shit, take it up the ass world. Obama is a fine speaker of bullshit. Dan rather not. Porn. Hard, hot, happy. News blue sells. Comedian. Brutal honesty. Surrealist. Strip away everything but the bone. If it's good, it's cool. Dogs are like kids. Never grow up or leave home. Local news report news. Headline news report news. Fox, CNN, MSNBC. Debate or speculate news. Pay attention to Sarah Palin only if she knows. Only if she shows a little. Oh, excuse me. Let me say that again. It's a funny line. Pay attention to Sarah Palin, only if she shows a little tit. If you can spell it, you can do it. Turn on the porn. Conspiracy realist. Italian, romantic soldier. If blacks were unable to talk about race, blacks would be a very quiet people. Technology. Thinner, stronger, sharper, faster. Pro-black? Yes. Anti-black? No. Racism. Modern-day black illness. Will animals care if humans go extinct? No morality, only instinct. Serious issue. Homosexual atheist in the Boy Scouts. United States Supreme Court. Weight of words. Al Bohr. Lasting impression. Always in the exit, not in the entrance. A person must hold a degree in order to be right. Never trust a liar. World events depends on how it's reported by news agencies. IP is like a SSN. Response. For those who believe we can send signals into outer space to receive a response, is akin to saying we understand what a dog, cat, or giraffe is saying. Best thing on television or commercials. When the show comes back on, leave the room. Cell phone, tracking device. If space aliens communicate only by silence, what then? Orwell wrote 1884 in 1948. What if the book was written in 1911? Global warming is global charming. Abomination. Idiots run the American school system. Obama is like a weatherman, right 30% of the time, and still gets to keep his job. Media is controlled, censored. Ever see on any television news station a report on the Bilderberg conferences? A Germany did exist for some time before Hitler's reign. Yet we all have come to learn about Germany is Hitler's portrait. Pro-lifers, all the unwanted newborn babies will be dropped off at your doorstep. Yesterday is dead. Tornadoes, typhoons, earthquakes, volcanoes, hurricanes. Who needs wars? American way of life, iPhones and gluttony. Big Bang, most logical theory. Pyramids, wood, sand, rope, water, labor. Rats are a cross between cats and dogs. Government permits graphic picture cigarette packages, yet not a dead picture of Osama bin Laden. Next billionaire, cigarette pack covers. Cryonics. Post-awakening will be hit by a speeding train, smashed into a zillion pieces. No one lives forever, only death. Proof. Amniotic fluid. A fetus breathes in fluid, no oxygen, breath of air, yet never drowns. Shows all mammals were or are derived from the sea. Oklahoma drivers, a wagon train. Shit brings out shit. Jab, Jewish American bitch. Monkey or gorilla, black or white skin. To debate, logic, intellect. To argue, unreasonable emotion. All things we create originate from Earth. Someday, a rock chair from Pluto. The power of the Big Bang. Heat, energy, is relative to a sexual orgasm. Heat, energy, in an instant. No time and place. Over 100 billion books in the world. Still asking why? Prediction. 2100 AD. At birth. Ship. Implant. United States Constitution violates Articles of Confederation. In every pentagon is a pentagram. Triangle. Money, power, control. Lesbians. 2 for the price of 1. Last time a Rothschild or a Rockefeller take a urine test. She is easy on the eyes, hard on the heart. Only focus will be a car. More classifications, more illusions. Same shit, different planet. An American in America? Where? Jew says oi, Italian says yo. British crown, head of the snake. Sugar, choice drug of the world. It hurts, rent-a-car. Nathan Lane, insanely New York. Death, heard enough shit to last a lifetime. Glossy covered sugar-coated war resolutions. Hotel industry never sleeps. Bloodline, lineage, and law, religion, both either or makes a Jew a Jew. Exile or Israel. Life, what a joint. Jews can't dance. Jews just employ them. Men fart, women squeak. Dick George, Dick Cheney, and George W. Bush. Do Nothing Day. Internet tracking, 1 click at a time. Oklahomans, pickups, rifles, dogs. Light equals energy equals movement/motion. Airports, airlines. Time to check bags, no time to take ticket money. No pal in PayPal. Italian mob equals ultimate loyalty. Government mob equals ultimate loyalty. Some hold cells, some hold keys. Percussion, ancient instrument. Man's golden egg, time. Right giveth, right taketh away. Tulsa, beautiful blue skies or mean black clouds. packages packaged. Law trumps policy. Pet animal control. One litter clip. Right is wrong. United States best in medical field. Only it will cost you an arm and a leg. Media equals money equals distortion. Take the J in Jesus, smoke it. Too early to say good morning. Without BC, calendar year too long. Survive with an edge. Conspiracy or conspiracy scenario. Less newspapers, television, radio. Would politicians truly matter? Stream of consciousness. Stream of fiber optics. Last word on earth. Help. No one's shit is clean. Is one none? All believe the same, no conflict. Born from a womb, swallowed by the earth. Saddam Hussein, so dumb and sane. Goy say Zionist, think Jew. It is what it is. Is it what it is? It is what it is. All right, let me do that again. It is what it is. Is it what it is? It is what is it? What? Conspiracy theorist is right, unless proven otherwise. Some secrets always go to the grave. Good word, wait. Advice. When in doubt, consult an attorney. Milk chocolate. Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama, black and proud, at least half proud. News blues. Origin. White can turn. Origin. White can tan to black. Can black turn to white? Born to be weird. Black, American black dream. White slavery. Racism. A good nigger is a chain nigger. Hate crime. Pull the trigger on the nigger. At times, a quiet Jew is better than a dead Jew. Law. Never what an attorney knows. Always what an opponent admits. Degrees of punishment. Life. Death penalty. Liberty. Movement restricted. Happiness. Civil lawsuit. Beyond depth into light. Beyond bullshit into enlightenment. Etc., etc., etc. Shortcut to thinking. If I had a penny for every thought, I'd be a rich man. My birthday present is my not having to give you a present on yours. I was born at a hospital. I don't plan to go out in one. Revolution in America? Gather 200 million petitions. I'll be the 200,000, blew that one again. Sorry about that. Revolution in America? Gather 200 million petitions. I'll be the 200,000,001. Hebrew by birthright, atheist by choice. A Jewish, obnoxious, crazy asshole who loves nature and art. I do not like funerals. Bad enough I must show up on... Did it again. I only have 2 left, so, you get tired after a while. Anyway, I do not like funerals. Bad enough I must show up for my own. Are you scared of the truth, or that I am right, or both? Anyway, that's my personal quotations. Some of them are good. I mean, some of them are really good. Some of them are sort of stupid and sort of not the greatest, But these are things that I've gathered over the years. I don't know, for about, probably 25 years or so, something like that, over a long period of stretch there. And maybe longer. And, I wrote them down and then I put them together in a little book. And I actually try to get it published, but once again, I don't want to publish it. Some of them are really very straightforward, and some of them probably are politically incorrect. So a lot of people won't, a publisher probably looked upon it and thought, I can't publish half this stuff. Maybe if I condensed it, I was thinking, because it was like 60, 70 pages. And then I bet you I can condense it like into a real small book, like maybe make it like 25 pages or so. I don't know. But anyway, so they're my lines that I gathered over a lifetime, pretty much, half a lifetime, and a little over lifetime. And I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, it's just, like I say, some lines are really good in there. Like, I love the one, I always say this in my life, not a real lot, but sometimes I'll say, if I'm with a lot of women or something, I'll say, a woman is right 9 out of 10 times, but the one time she is wrong, it's a mistake. And I always get laughter from the woman, and then they settle down, they think, he's right. But anyway, they won't admit that I'm right by saying that. But anyway, but there's some good thoughts in there. Take them for whatever they're worth. So be it. I just hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you walk away with a little enlightenment. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Bye.